There's a T-17 literally right there. T-17E2 just asking to die. Oh! Shit! Oh, man! Hey guys, and welcome back to War Thunder. It's KrebsCOHO here. In today's video, I'm going to be taking out the VK4501P for you guys, and there's no way I'm going to be regurgitating that all the time, so I'm just going to shorten it to the VK. Now, there's two things I want to talk about today. Firstly, the vehicle itself. Of course, we're going to be talking about the vehicle. But secondly, a topic of controversy. Yes, a topic of controversy. Ever since yesterday, Fly Daily released a video yesterday that was about the BR compression, a rant of sort, and there's a lot of people that have seen it, so if you haven't seen it, then you might be living under a rock. You can go check it out if you want, Fly Daily. And so what I'm going to be doing is talking about that and just giving my 2 cents on the BR compression, my thoughts and opinions, because I think it kind of drags in, you know, the thoughts and opinions of other YouTubers as well. What do they think? So I'll be doing that, but after we've spoken about the tank. Now, we are in today arcade battles. I have a feeling that this tank is a big or a different monster. Oh my gosh, my voice is dying. It's a different monster depending on what mode you play, arcade or realistic. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to separate the videos out. One for arcade, one for RB. Because each match is around 10-15 minutes long. And that's about the length of an average video. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I need to be a bit careful around here. And make sure I kill anybody if anybody does crop up around here. I'm going to let my teammates catch up because this tank admittedly has survivability issues. So I need... It's very dependent on having teammates around, okay? So I'm going to wait for my teammates to catch up a little bit. And then we'll see what we can do. Oh. Yes. Yes! That's all I want to say right now. Yes. Oh, that was a good shot. Can't ask for anything better than a one-shot kill. Alright, so what we're going to do is now back off and work our way around. Sometimes forwards isn't the only way that you can go. Sometimes you need to back off and regroup with your teammates. Just what you gotta do. Okay, anybody over here? I don't see anyone, but looking at the map, he is going to be within the vicinity to where I can flank him and potentially get some shots in. Oh, I think he might be behind this building even. I took a shot anyway. I just wanted to see. You never know. You never know. Now, amazing feature about this tank is its very good mobility. It has a few differences between itself and the Tiger P that's already in the game. You know what I'm talking about? The Tiger P, the premium one that you have to purchase. But there are some differences. Firstly, well, you don't have to purchase this one. In fact, it was actually introduced all the way back in the 1.44 dev server. But you might be asking, well, why wasn't it introduced earlier, like properly into the game? Why haven't we seen it earlier? Well, I do not have the answer for that, unfortunately, my friends. I don't have the answer for everything. It was only recently introduced with the New Year's and Christmas time events that have been going on. But this one is free, if you've unlocked it, of course. There's still enemies around there. The reason why I'm not pushing up is because I really want my teammates to catch up and start pushing up with me. Because as I said, it's very dependent on having support. Oh dear. Yeah, there's bombs coming down. That's bad. What is that? Panther. Oh boy. Haha. Oh boy. We don't want that happening. And he's going on his side. Oh, that's amazing! That's great. Thanks for turning a little bit. Otherwise, I would have had to shot into your engine. I mean, I still could have blown you up, but it wasn't as guaranteed. So thanks. Good job. I like the city. I like the city. City life for KrebsCOHO. Okay. So I think we might have another enemy just around here. This is what I'm... Very dangerous what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay, are we good to go? I mean, we've got another teammate up in here, and there's definitely nobody else on the point, directly on the point, because we're capping it, so I'm assuming we're good. Oh god, there's a plane coming, and he tried to rocket me. You see that? God. Rockets, that's a thing. And he killed my teammate. No. No. That's bad. Okay, I'm just gonna poke out over here, and let's hope that I don't get flanked. Tense. Very tense. Very tense. And there's a bomber coming as well. Oh dear. Okay guys, teammates, I really need you guys to cap the other zones. We all need to carry our own weight and burden. And I need my team to get onto the middle point and left zone. Now, the BR difference, this is 5.7, 6.0 on the Tiger P. But the main difference between the tanks is that this one is lacking the extra armor on the front. So you see in the middle, normally... I have extra armor now. I've got the building. You see in the middle, there's usually this extra slab of 100 millimeters of armor on the Tiger P. And that brings the total armor thickness to 200 millimeters. Unfortunately, this tank is lacking that. So that is a little bit of a big thing. So it means you're not bouncing nearly as many shots, absorbing so many shots. So the armor is a lot more akin to like the Tiger, the normal one, the 100 millimeters all around. And the strongest point, as a result, strongest armor, is on the turret. Goodbye. We have the enemy T-50 over here. And let's try to get him. And he's gone. Good show, Krebsy. And let's keep on pushing on and up. Oh, for God's sake. You know what? It's like... I want to go for the other points, but how am I supposed to do it if they're going to be capping the point that I just capped? Like, what am I supposed to do? There's only so much I can do. I can just defend, and that's about it. So I'm going to go back to A, defend it, and I just have to cross my fingers and hope to die that somebody else is able to get the middle point. Alright, so we're going to relocate. But as a result of having that less armor, this vehicle has really good mobility. It reverses fantastically. Probably one of the best vehicles when it comes to reversing. Where exactly is this guy? It's a T-34-85. That's just over here. No, I'm not stupid. I can make him stop capping, though. I think. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So hopefully that will stop the timer, maybe? Yeah, it does. It stops the timer. Okay, what I'm going to do is try shooting through the building. I have to aim this properly, though. Okay. Did he just shoot? I think he just did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to pursue him. And, in fact, I'm going to take a left over here, or right over here. Because I think I've got a teammate who's trying to support. So if we can flank around, and I think my teammate is now coming around my side to try and support. Oh, for God's sake. Can we not do this in, like, unison or something? Dude! Stop! Okay, go take a shot. Take a shot from me. Oh, freak. We've got enemies. Did that take out the barrel? For God's sake! Okay. He's taking damage. I can't fire my gun or else it's gonna explode. I have to wait. Oh my God. Oh, good job, KV-1. Nice. I couldn't fire. If I fired, my gun would have exploded. And that would have just been the thing I would not want to happen. I'm surprised I did not take any damage there. That KV-1 is the lifesaver, literally. So we're gonna push up now over here. And we have Mr. Pantha. That's straight into his gunner. Nice. Very good, very good. And we can just push on up and just finish him off altogether, hopefully. Mr. Panther Pants. Loader. Slowly get in there. Step by step. And he's taking out a bunch of guys. Nice, well done. That's the amazing thing. You know, you do a lot of damage to an enemy vehicle, but because it's arcade, oh hey ho, they can still do damage to you. Well, that's just absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And I've got a very long reload time. Okay, we're all repaired though. We're all repaired. And he fucked up. Good stuff. Okay, but I'm missing out on a lot of simple kills. Like that T-34 should have been mine. This Panther should have been mine as well. Oh man, that's really simple kills. Should not be messing up on those. And we're gonna lose this, aren't we? Oh no! Okay, I've got to try to make my way towards B. I'm hoping my team can just hold on to this. I don't think it matters, honestly. It won't even matter. Even if by the time I get to B and decap it, it's not going to matter because we're going to be on so low points. There's nothing we can do. When I look at the mini-map, I can see 3, 7, 8 people there. And a lot of them are just sitting around. Why aren't they pushing up? I should be seeing a big column of guys. We've got 2 guys who are pushing up, and the other ones are just sitting around waiting for who knows what to be happening. Who knows what. Alright, let's keep on going, let's keep on going, let's keep on going. I think what I'm going to do at the end of this round, I'm going to talk about that thing that I said I was going to talk about, the rant. When we're back on the normal screen. There's a T-17 literally right there. T-17E2 just asking to die. Oh! Shit! Oh man! Don't scare me like that, dude! That Wellington! What are you doing? 83 seconds to repair? Okay, we're taking a bomber. My god! 83 seconds to repair because I got a crew of 2. And like everything got destroyed. Holy shit. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if I can shoot this real quick. Take some bullets. Okay, never mind. 4 bombs. And any planes chasing me? No, we're good. That's bad. There's a heavy tank. Well, I can try doing though. I'm gonna drop a bomb on top of this guy on the bridge. I'm gonna bomb this bridge out completely. Take that. And then we're gonna take this guy out, hopefully. That T-17E2 down there might be trying to shoot at me. I'm gonna literally devote 3 bombs to this guy, I don't care. He's very important to kill. Or else we basically lose this match otherwise. We have to kill him. Come on, Krebsy. Hit! Hit! That's it! Oh, man. Oh, good job, Krebs. Well done. You just lost the game. Well, that sucks. There's nothing I can do. I can't move. My tank is so severely damaged. That's it. So we're literally clinging on to like a thread of hope right now, and that's the one guy who went on to C. What I can try doing is getting back onto A, and if I can grab that, then that would be absolutely amazing. So we know KV1 is still alive. Now, it's gonna be dangerous, guys. It really depends. I think those KVs only have like 80, 90 millimeters of penetration, so we might be okay. He might not even be able to take us on. We'll see. I'm gonna push up all the way straight to A, non-stop. Gotta be wary of that guy though. You never know. He could even be up on my side somehow if I go through those streets. That's just the nature of the city. He could be up on my side and get something into my side armor. And that would be absolutely terrible. Because that would be very, very bad, wouldn't it? Don't have a lot of armor on my sides, of course. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Things gonna get real. I actually wonder where he went. Because most people, what they tend to do once they've captured A, or a zone, for example, they'll then work their way just straight to the enemy spawn point. Okay, so somebody's capturing C now. And somebody's capturing B. Oh, no. I think at the very most what I can do is capture A and maybe get some points from that, but I'm not sure if there's even enough time for that. So would I come? Second place? That's a shame. That's a doozy. That's a doozy. Yeah. And there we go. The points are ticking down. We have one gentleman still alive. Krebs at second place. And you know what's funny? I think the only reason we lost was it all came down to those bombs not doing the damage that they should have done. How is it sometimes that bombs do damage and sometimes they just don't? Like, you see those bombs that landed next to me, the Wellington bombs? How much damage they did? They took out like every single thing. They took out both my tracks. They took out like my fuel tank. Like everything. And there you guys go. I don't think it's going to get much better than that, to be honest, in the VK. It's a hard tank to play because it has survivability issues. I mean, it's a lot like the Tiger, so it's not like it's bad or anything. It's not bad at all. I mean, the mobility is fantastic. Ooh, what did I get here? Experienced crew, Japan. Nice! I got Japanese. Reached some new levels for one of the Japanese crews on planes. Why would I get that when I was playing German tanks? And then I got a Donier as my bomber. I don't get it. All right, so time for topic of controversy. Now, I'm not going to spend too long on this because we've already done some gameplay footage, and the last thing I want is a 15-minute rant video on top. So, just briefly, what Fly Daily was talking about was that the BR compression in this game is sort of putting people off, where at peak hours you might see 65,000 people playing the game. But, you know, the game is so good, it should be getting at least 300,000 people playing the game. So it's trying to like look for a reason as to why people are leaving the game or not staying with it, major complaints. And what he was putting the blame onto was BR compression and giving some named examples of jets and how some of them are getting screwed over by the BR compression. Now, I definitely agree. BR compression is definitely a thing in the game. I just don't think it's the only piece of the puzzle, the piece of the jigsaw, as to why people aren't staying with the game or why the game doesn't have 300,000 people and yada, yada, yada. But also, I think the BR compression is getting better, and I can give you guys some named examples, but I'll do that in a second. Now, firstly, I don't think it's the only piece of the jigsaw puzzle because, well, put it like this. War Thunder came out after World of Tanks. All right, World of Tanks was like the first proper MMO related to tanks and blah, blah, blah. And it was fantastic. People play it like majorly. I mean, in Russia, I think I heard it that easily concurrently has like a million people playing World of Tanks on the Russian server. So just being one of the first in a genre out is definitely gonna help boost your numbers. It's like saying League of Legends and Dota. I mean, obviously they're not the first ones out, the first MOBAs out, but they got so popular that they're gonna maintain their popularity. And so when a new MOBA comes out like Heroes of the Storm, that's going to be relatively a smaller population because there are other games that are already established in that genre. So World of Tanks was very established already. So when War Thunder came out, especially with their tanks, it's not like they're just going to steal all hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people all of a sudden. It's like saying how War Thunder has more people playing its planes component than World of Warplanes. World of Warplanes came out after War Thunder, and it turned out to be absolute shit as well. So, you know, people, if they got to play planes, they're going to be playing War Thunder planes. So definitely having that factor of being established helps keep people there. But another thing is also the late game of War Thunder. There's just not much late game. It's like asking a question as to why you play a game, or the meaning of life, if you want a good analogy. If you ever ask that question, what is the meaning of life? Sometimes it's hard to answer. You have to answer that by yourself. You have to give yourself a meaning. It's like, why do I play War Thunder? You give yourself a meaning to playing it. And sometimes just when you think about it, it's like, what am I actually achieving in War Thunder? I mean, I get to the mouse, I get to the Leopard, I get to the T-10M, whatever the high tier vehicle actually is. And then it's like, okay, what do I do from here? Well, you might level up another faction. I just think that the game needs to have more progression. It needs to have a better end game state. Like you look at World of Tanks, they have clan wars where clans are vying for territory, and these territories produce their equivalent of golden eagles. Or every now and then they might hold a tournament where players, the clans, can go up against each other and unlock unique vehicles. I mean, that's an incentive for people to stay in the game for the long run. And so I definitely think the game needs to have more of that. And in fact, I would say they should introduce detailed player statistics as well. Like World of Tanks has that mod. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but you can see people's player statistics. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I know a lot of people do. And a lot of other games out there have player statistics. MOBAs as being a primary example of that. You can easily check out your own MMR, for example, and I think War Thunder should introduce something like that. If you want to know what it is, I don't think there's any harm in doing that, because some people thrive on statistics and want to improve that. So that's one example. Also, having that World War, you know, the clan feature as an example, definitely should be working on that. But I guess Gaijin's priorities right now, just bolster up their vehicles. In fact, I was talking to one of the reps today, and he said, you know, the reason why we have BR compression is because we need to bolster up our vehicles. We need to put in more vehicles. Whilst I accept that answer, I don't necessarily agree with it. Because put it like this, I can give you a named example of how the BR compression has been getting better, but also how it kind of screwed over players. Now, a few months ago, if you took out a tier 4 tank, you would only see tier 4 tanks. Then all of a sudden, Gaijin introduced this change, the BR compression, where tier 4 tanks could all of a sudden start seeing late game or end game vehicles like the Mouse, the T10M, blah, 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 blah. And that was horrendous because a Tiger 2H, as an example, could not take on a T10M. It just didn't have enough penetration. A T10M had more than enough penetration to knock out a Tiger 2 from any angle whatsoever from the front. And so basically you were just going into a match as cannon fodder, and that absolutely ruined the experience. I mean, it ruined the experience for me. It put off me from playing tier 4s anymore until recently, where it's gotten a little bit better. So how did it get better? You look at the Mouse, 8.0 now. You look at the T10M, 8.0. So that means that if you're driving a Tiger 2H, you won't see those anymore. But if you go into realistic battles, I think there's actually a slight difference here. You can still see a Mouse. You won't see a T10M, but you can still see a Mouse. And that one, I'm a little bit okay, because Mouses actually aren't that problematic. There's a little bit of logic here. It has a slightly lower battle rating than the T10M because it has relatively little armor on the turret. You can kill it easily. Whereas the T10M, my god, these things are just so hard, so difficult to take on from the front. Like, it's so specific of where you have to shoot them that it's near nigh impossible. So them being at the very top, I can understand that, because you have to have tanks that are capable of actually penetrating it to actually take it on. But, you know, the system isn't perfect at all. A Tiger 2 can still see an IS-4M, and those are difficult to kill, but still able to be killed. There are places that you can aim on the IS-4M that can actually destroy it. So what I'm trying to say is that the battle rating, the BR compression is getting better, but it's still not perfect. And what I've been doing is just trying to avoid those problematic vehicles. So if I know I'm going to have trouble doing well in a match, say with like a PT-76, because that's an absolutely horrible tank, I won't take out a PT-76. If I know that a Tiger 2H is going to have problems against a T10M, then I'm not going to take out a Tiger 2H. It's a shame that that's happening, but what I've just been doing is working around it. So I would use a lower tier vehicle like the Panthers over here at 6.0, because I can still use that. They wouldn't see things like T10Ms or Mouses or whatever to work around it. Because the thing is, if you want to keep on progressing down the line, you don't necessarily have to use a Tiger 2H to unlock a Tiger 2 with the 10.5 centimeter cannon. You can still use something of a lower battle rating to accumulate XP into that. That's no problem whatsoever. You can still do that. So my word of advice is that if you find problematic vehicles, I know it sucks, you complain about it, definitely, but I don't think it's worth quitting the game over. There are ways to work around it, where I guess the holy grail, so to say, is to get past it and get onto those higher tier vehicles where the problem is not present. Because whatever game you're looking at, MOBAs included, there are always going to be imbalances. No game is perfect, guys. I mean, we all strive for a perfect game, but there is always going to be shitty vehicles or shitty characters or heroes or whatever kind of game you're playing. And people are going to hate it, you know, but you got to work your way around it until it gets fixed. And Gaijin has been doing a little bit of work, and hopefully they're going to be doing more work, you know? So that's what I got to say, all right? So maybe you guys agree, maybe you don't, I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment box below. Until the next one, this is Krebsy, and I'll catch you guys